Welcome to Amish to Sense. In this video, I'm going to talk about my F1 visa approval, and that's a long time ago. So I did my engineering in 2004 in electronics, and I got my job in a telecommunication company that's called PTCL, Pakistan Telecommunication Company. I worked there for a couple of years. Then I wanted to go abroad. Okay, I want to go to maybe Germany or Finland or USA and UK. So I applied in different places. So I got the admission from Sweden in my master's for electrical engineering, and at the same time I applied in UK. And I went to UK embassy for interview, and I got rejected. The reason I got rejected because the school where consultant has applied for me, that was not really a valid school, or it was kind of fake school. So that's why the visa officer from UK embassy, it denied my visa application. That was good for good reason, I will say. Okay, then one of my friend, he was in USA. He was going to one of the small university called New Mexico Highlands University, and he asked me, hey, you know what, why don't you apply here? And I applied in that school, and I did not have a GRE. I did not do my TOEFL or IELTS, and I applied for admission. I got the admission there, and then I went for the interview. I am from Pakistan, and I went to the US embassy that was in Islamabad. Now in Islamabad, in the embassy, my statement was correct. I had around like the total expenses university was asking, it was around like $25,000 for a whole master course. That includes my fee, that includes my living and everything. So I had a little more than that. So I was like around $30,000. That's what I had. Okay, that was not in my account. That was in my brother's account. So I used my brother's account for that one. Okay, now in the interview process, I can tell you, like, I prepared myself. I prepared a lot of questions. Okay, but to be honest with you, and a lot of people are saying, these all. This is my experience. I've been talking with a lot of friends. I have taught a lot of students here in United States who came on F1 visa. I helped them out to find a job and train them in IT field. So you can think I have spoken maybe more than with the around 400 to 500 students over the years in person, on their different things, like, hey, what was the interview question, what they have you done GRE, which university you applied, and all those kind of things. So I went to a lot of career fairs in America as well, so that gives me opportunity to talk with international students and know them and their difficulties and all those. Okay, so I will make those videos and the job hunting and other areas later on. So let's stick with the interview questions. So with the interview question, people will say, we do prepare, and I prepared myself, okay, for basic question, because first of all, my English was not great, and second, you have to use the phone, and sometime you can't hear the visa officer very well, so you're like, okay, your confidence is already kind of low. And I was in the queue, and I sat down in the embassy. There were like 10 people in front of me, so 10 students in front of me. Everybody got rejected. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, and now the guy who was doing the final visa officer, he called me. I was hoping, like, I was praying in my heart, like, okay, some nice person call me and give me a visa. And I already was doubted because I was rejected from UK, and that was a stamp on your visa passport, so you are already worried about it. Okay, now the officer who invited me for the interview and said, okay, come on, it's your turn now. He was a African American, and to be honest with you, that it get harder for people, especially when you are not native English speaking person, to understand the language and the accents. So it was very kind of difficult for me to understand his accent. But anyways, he asked me only three questions. So from DS 160, at that point you don't really put the bank statement and all that information in 2006. So what happened? He asked me, okay, what degree you have? So I told him I have a bachelor in engineering, and he said that, okay, what type of work you do? So I told him I am working in a telecommunication company, and I had applied for masters. Okay, so now I needed to link my current position with the masters in computer, how I can get benefit from my masters in computers. So I told him like, hey, you know what, I have done tons of networking. I had done CCNA and CCNP at that time. So I told him, okay, I'm working telecom, I'm doing a lot of things in the networking, and I'm feeling I need to educate myself, I need to improve myself. And this is one good opportunity because I also work with other people in different from different countries, because we use different hardware, and it will help me to improve my language and learn the new technology from America. So that's how I kind of interconnect my engineering background with the computer science, because he asked me. So he asked me, okay, so he asked me one networking question, like, okay, so what do you do in networking? So what is exactly networking? So I told him, when you connect computers with other computers and there are routers involved and all those kind of things. So I just gave a couple of minutes education lecture to him, and then he said that, okay, your visa is approved. And I was literally like shocked, like in three questions. Okay, didn't ask me like too much detail about my financial. Didn't ask me like, provide me who is gonna sponsor you, how you are gonna be like show me ties with Pakistan, like you will come back and all those kind of things. So there was three questions, very simple. I answered those questions and my visa was approved. This is the time when total visa approved in 2006 was around 1200. So think about that. I was maybe one of the lucky ones. My friend who asked me to apply for America, he also didn't had a great uh, uh, background, like, okay, GRE or TOEFL, like highest score and all that. So he did get his visa exactly the same way I did. Then my wife applied, and she did get her F1 visa in the same kind of in 2007 actually. So we and then I know a lot of friends. I told them, hey, I'm doing a master from this school. Many friends came, and anybody I met at that school, like I asked them, hey, do you have a TOEFL or GRE and all that, and financial. Mostly, to be honest, a lot of students from India, they were there, my class fellows and other in different departments. We were very much poor people, and the money we had, it like if somebody loaned it, somebody borrowed from cousins and uncles and everywhere. So all those people, our English was not great. And same way, to be honest with you, nowadays when I see or meet students, not everybody is rich. If you're rich, I mean, you are good in your country. So a lot of students who got the visas, they are hardworking people. They want to get better education. They want to come to America and work hard here. So I will suggest to you, if you don't have GRE highest score, you don't have TOEFL highest score, your GPA is not the wonderful GPA on the earth, that is fine. Go ahead, apply it. Maybe your luck will work and you will be one of them. And again, in after the Trump government, I was doing research. I see my other videos, how many decrease in the student visa for India, Pakistan, and other countries. Look at that. They are decreasing the number of F1 visas for all over the countries. In 2017 and 2018, the number did decrease. So if you are rejected one time, apply it again. Don't hurt yourself. If you apply again, you don't get F1 visa for America, it's all right. Go ahead, apply for Canada. Go ahead, apply for Germany and any other developed country where you can go and learn good things, and maybe go back home and implement those good technology and good things in your country. So I hope this video will be helpful. It will answer some of your questions. I'm making this video to inspire you guys. Not F1 is not the key for the most intelligent persons on the earth. It can be a very normal person. You can apply and you will have your visa with you, and you come to United States, get education, get your job, and whatever you want to do in your future, that will help you. All right, thanks very much. Subscribe if you like my efforts making all these videos, and see you guys in the next video.